Hello friends, welcome back to the channel PsychoTech Score 100%. In this video, I'm going to discuss the introduction of cognitive psychology. So first of all, let us understand the definition of cognitive psychology. As per the definition, the cognitive psychology is the study of how people perceive, learn, remember, and think about certain information. Also, a cognitive psychologist must study how people perceive various shapes and why they remember some facts but forget others, or how they learn a certain language. Now, let us consider some examples of everyday experiences that are also of theoretical interest to cognitive psychologists. So, we'll understand this by taking some examples which are related to everyday experiences in our life. For this, allow me to ask some questions and just pay attention to these questions and think about it. How many times have you carefully proofread your written work? Just only not to be embarrassed later by an obvious error you overlooked during your writing. Are you able to relate that? What happens many a times what we see is determined as much by the context in which it occurs as by what is actually there. So this is an example of issue of pattern recognition. Next, have you noticed the difficulty of simultaneously taking notes in class and understanding a lecture? Are you able to recollect the memory? So explanations of this kind of difficulties are found in the discussion of attention. So this kind of experience is related to attention. Next is related to short-term memory. When you dial the telephone directory assistance for a telephone number and do not have a pen to note it down, why do you have to repeat the numbers until you have dialed it? And why you have to make your call again to inquire the number if someone talks to you before you dial the number? Are you able to relate this? These are the problems which are associated with the short-term memory. Now let us take an example of next experience that is related to problem solving. Do you remember the experience of working on a problem or a puzzle that you were unable to solve? But after taking a break from the problem, you subsequently obtained a solution. This phenomenon, known as incubation effect, along with other commonly experienced events, is an aspect of problem solving. Next is related to perception. Why do objects look further away on foggy days than they really are? This discrepancy of perception can be dangerous, even deceiving drivers into having accidents. Alright, so these are just a few of many examples of everyday experiences which are discussed and explored by experiments and theory of cognitive psychology. Now we have 2 points about these examples which should be considered as we attempt to gain an overview of cognitive psychology. The first point is all represent instances of difficulty or failure of mental processes. We rarely think of them unless they fail to work. Failure of mental processes are immediately noticed because they can be frustrating, embarrassing, and sometimes even dangerous. And consequently, such failures become useful tools for the psychological analysis of mental phenomena. The second point is cognitive psychology is interested in what is generally called mental phenomena. In this sense, the examples just discussed are consistent with the dictionary definition of cognitive psychology. And what is that definition? That definition is the scientific study of the mind. So, this is a dictionary definition of cognitive psychology. While it is hoped that examples help clarify the definition, but questions undoubtedly remain concerning how one goes about this scientific study of mind. And to address these questions, we will discuss the cognitive psychology related concepts in detail in upcoming videos. So I recommend you to keep following this channel to get updates about the upcoming videos on cognitive psychology and other related topics and subjects. So this is all for this video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.